Hi friends, now we'll see the next point topic, that is piloted operator direction control valve. In that we can say that for long size direction control valve, a large active force is required partially while working with high pressure. In such a case, the main valve spool is operated with oil which is directly to the spool by a pilot valve, usually a 4-way solenoidal type. In that operating of pilot valve, the end face of main pole are connected to the outlet ports A and B of the port valve. The port P and T are connected with the pilot passage X and Y, or with a port P to T for the main valve. This arrangement shows the pilot valve direction control valve. Then next we can say that there is a next point, construction of spool type DCV valve. In that we see this diagram. The term way performed or preferred to DCV valve signifies the flow of path flow valve including reverse flow. The commonly used DCV has 1 or 2 way or 4 arrangement. The DCV valve are preferred identifying position to a possible position. It can have an example of 3x2 DCV valve indicates 3-way 2 position valve. In addition to above the description, the valve DCV valve includes the method of actuation and manner of return, etc. The DCV valve may be designed to have a specific no or NC machine position when not actuated. The status can be changed on actuating for external source. The valve can be brought it to original status by inbuilt spring. The alternative valve can be made resign in the new status until the external actuating force is applied against. Such a DVC operating is known as lead. The figure 3.5 it shows that the various type of DCV valve, that is 2-way no valve. Then second figure B shows the 2-way NC valve. Then figure C shows that 3x2 button operated spring return DCV valve. Then figure D shows the 4x2 button operating spring return valve. Then next we can say that the DCV valve may have a different position like position or neutral position, the operating position and operating position. So that a neutral position of DCV valve with a spring return is defined as the position which have the valve return after the actuating force is withdrawn, and it denoted by a 0. This operating position are usually flows combination indicates by 1 or 2 etc. The DCV without neutral position retain their position even after the external actuating force has been withdrawn. Then next point is central position of spool. These are the types of DCV valve based on a central position. First is open, then second is closed, then third is tendon center, then fourth is float center. Then next in that first we see the open. In open, when the valve is center position, all port P, A, B and T are open to each other. This allows the free flow on an actuator when the flow from a pump is returned to a tank at a low pressure. This see the advantage of this open center DCV valve. The main advantage is so that completion of the cylinder cycle, the position or spool is center at flow from a pump return to the tank through a DCV valve at low pressure. In that low pressure generating less heating and allowing the free movement of the cylinder for starting a next cycle. Okay, disadvantages for this open center DCV is that the center position on other center can operate. Hence, this wall is suitable mostly for single unit control. Okay, then next see the diagram is shown in the figure, that is closed center wall. Okay, in this we can see that such walls are all the ports P to PBAT are blocked to each other. Okay, this allows the motion on actuator to be stopped as well as operating of a number individually cylinder from a single process source. Okay, then next is tandem center wall. In this center position of wall, the port P and T get connected while port A and B get blocked. Okay, thus when this wall is centered, the cylinder motion stop, the pump flow is unloaded to tank through this heavy wall without passing over the pressure relief wall. Okay, this reduces the heat generation. Okay, in this we can see the disadvantage: due to the core passage through a spool, a pressure drop of 3 to 4 bar occurs between port P and T. Also, the nominal flow rate of the wall is decreased. Then next we can say that next point, it is float center wall. Okay, in this wall, in center position permits independent operating of cylinder connected to the same power source of facilitates free, that is unloaded motion of each cylinder at the start. As long as P remains closed, the no pressure built in a cylinder line. This avoids drafting of cylinder when the DCV is centered. So disadvantage for same float center wall: the load connected or a load cannot be locked in position during central position of DCV wall. Position locked of load can be ensured by using a pilot operated check wall and conjunction with DCV wall. Okay. In that we can say that all this wall needs thicker spool than between lands. This is found to restrict the flow path when the wall spool is shifted to the extreme position. Okay.